Number one relates to either. If you're driving on rideshare or delivery on Uber Eats, it's the surge pay, that bonus pay, the per delivery bonus. It actually, in reality, might only be applicable for one of those order types. So you know how you have the filters, so you can select like the order types you want to take on Uber. I'm going to do UberX and Uber Share on rideshare, Uber Pets, Connect package deliveries, and deliveries on the food delivery Uber Eats side. So you'll go online and you'll see the surge pay, the per delivery bonus, the map lights up, and I start getting my requests. And you'll notice, at least this is what I see here in Pittsburgh, that my rideshare, the UberX requests do have the surge pay that the map's showing. But that surge pay that you're seeing, you'll see it's not technically there. It's not for Uber Eats requests. And you can actually prove that. If you go back in the filter, and in this example, we're saying the rideshare surging. If you turn off the rideshare, then yes, the surge on that map disappears when you're just taking the Uber Eats runs. At the time of filming this video, there's no way for Uber to tell you that that surge pay is, in this case, just for rideshare. And that's just one. I have 4 more things that Uber just does not tell you, because why would they tell you this directly as a driver or courier? Number 2, this is me being real with you as someone who's done both of those verticals since 2015, that, listen, without that surge pay or boost plus or some kind of bonus pay, in my opinion, a lot of these assignments are just not worth it. Now, yes, 100%, this is for you to decide as an independent contractor. And yes, different marketplaces perform differently. But what I've seen, like I just talked about, when there's requests that don't have surge pay or any bonus pay, I get offers like this. Number 3, I can almost guarantee, at least to some degree, this is going to happen to you if you're doing enough assignments over time. In fact, if you've been doing Uber or Uber Eats for some time, can you please verify if you've had any type of this happen to you on either vertical? That is, that similar to what I've said on other side hustle platforms, that customers here as well will try to scam you. On rideshare, it can be kind of as quaint as thinking you're going like 2 blocks away and then boom, they change the drop-off destination to the airport that is 35, 45, maybe minutes away with traffic. Or maybe adding that extra stop that you know is not really going to be 5 minutes. Granted, not technically a scam insofar as it's more so just wasting your time, but on food delivery, 100%, let's say a customer just happens to say that you never delivered their order. Or what is an actual malicious scam on rideshare, a false claim against you, maybe impairment. Now, would you be surprised though if I actually gave you some good news on this, November of 2023, Uber actually acknowledging this really more clearly than I've ever seen them directly acknowledge, just setting up new protections for false allegations and false claims on both rideshare and Uber Eats. And yep, I've even had to deal with this myself directly from a customer scamming on Uber Eats. So protect your account, screenshots, GPS, dashcam video, whatever you want to do when you're submitting your appeal. Number 4 is essential, and I haven't mentioned this in some time, so I need to mention it in this video. It is a staple. I guarantee. Please confirm this down below. So that bonus pay that's oh so important that we talked about, the per delivery bonus, I don't care if it's rideshare or Uber Eats, it changes every couple of minutes based on supply and demand, forecasted demand, how it currently is, driver supply. It's a per delivery bonus. Do not chase that surge pay. I don't care if it's $6, $5, it doesn't really matter, the increment. Don't chase and go drive towards that surge pay. The only exception is if it's like what, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're kind of getting there, but don't keep driving around. It's going to change in a couple of minutes anyway. Try to understand the best little areas or the power strips within the overall marketplace, the days, the times, the best places to wait. Because listen, even if you're sitting basically in the middle of the highest surge pay anyway, a lot of the times they still don't give you the full amount. And since that surge pay, I showed you examples, it is oh so important to actually make as much money as you're really happy with, base pay, promotional pay, and tips. The thing about Surge, though, is over the past couple of quarters there, Surge has been going down and decreasing more and more. Don't believe me? There is actual data directly from Uber here, Q2 of 2022, documenting still back to 2019, decreasing surge levels. And it's not just that data. Even on the most recent quarterly earnings call, directly actually from Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi, noting that surge is again decreasing now into the teens insofar as the percent of rides or trips that surge. And I'll go deeper on that. I'll share anecdotally here that I feel like surge isn't just going down like the frequency of surge, but the cap or the max in your marketplace, the dollar amount, it's gone down as well. So if your marketplace prior had, let's say, got up to $6 per delivery surge, like the max now $3, and that's what I'm seeing here in my marketplace. Let me know down below in the comments what the max surge is, and at least for my driver profile, because other profiles can see different things, I just see it on Rideshare basically. I'm wondering, at least it's because I don't really do Rideshare as much anymore. I favor delivery. Is that why my specific profile is seeing that kind of surge pay setup? I mean, what I would do for that, it's basically the fundamentals that I teach you here. It's having the different options with multi-apping. It's going bigger than that, multi-niching as well, so you're not just relying on one app. And I used to drive a whole lot more on Uber Eats when there really was some surge pay. Hopefully, cross my fingers, probably not. Hoping that comes back. I've told you this before, but in case this is the first time you're hearing it, don't go online or schedule shifts or whatever with really any app if it's not working for you. Case in point, I really just favor basically any other side hustle other than Uber Eats now. Here in Pittsburgh, it's DoorDash, Grubhub, albeit I don't get a lot of requests. Sometimes I get a really big request on that. I'm looking to deliver that. Catering, Amazon Flex even, just because Uber Eats is just that dead for me, at least in my marketplace. Now, here's the thing. Just don't delete the apps. Just take my word on that, unless it's completely awful. Like some of the survey platforms I've done, if you know it's never going to get better, then you can delete it. But for a platform as large as Uber, DoorDash, even Grubhub, it's not as big, but don't delete them, because maybe it gets better, or your marketplace, for whatever reason, it gets more popular in your marketplace, or if they offer you that kind of like welcome back bonus. Hey, you haven't driven in 6 months, or however they're going to say it. Here's a bonus. Here's guaranteed pay.